Did you know that we have channel memberships now? If you'd like to help support this channel, get some exclusive Kawabana emotes to use in the comments, as well as an exclusive badge by your name, click that join button now to find out more. Every bit of support really helps. Thanks guys. On February 18, 2021, someone posted a thread on NiChannel titled, "Isn't that a ghost in this official video?" They posted a video called Shiawase no Hana, which is an official tourism video for Sakai City in Fukui Prefecture. I'll leave a link in the comments if you want to watch the video yourself, but the part in question happens around the 1 minute 19 second mark, and it's the picture you can see right here. I'm sure by now you've spotted what they're talking about as well, but just in case, it appears to be someone, or perhaps something, standing behind the man in the red flannel shirt. Was it really a ghost? Well, let's take a look. First things first, this video was uploaded on July 13, 2016 by Sakai City on their official YouTube channel. The video is 7 minutes long and highlights various locations around the city and why Sakai City is such a great place to live and visit. One of those places, and the site where the questionable figure standing behind the man was filmed, is Tojimbo, a series of cliffs facing the Sea of Japan. If you're a Deikan reader, then this site should sound somewhat familiar to you. It's also an infamous ghost spot, where numerous people have taken their own lives over the years, and numerous ghost photos have said to have been taken there. You can find all sorts of stories about how this area is one of the most haunted in all of Japan, and many spirit mediums won't even approach the area because of how dangerous it is. So then, was a spirit accidentally captured in an official capacity as well, and nobody noticed until it was too late? If we look at the footage from this angle, then it appears there are simply some ghostly feet hiding behind the man. But if we look at it from a slightly different angle, then we can see the rest of a person's body as well. Oddly, we can't see their head, but that appears to be because the person is bent over and deliberately hiding. Or are they? Ghosts don't have feet, one person in the thread replied. Maybe this was a reverse of the usual ghosts, with feet but no head. It's gotta be someone who died there, said another. I watched the video and it just looks like someone standing behind him, said yet another. Fukui Prefecture was probably like, hey, if we just leave some shoes right here, people are gonna love it. It's a person. They're even wearing a watch. Maybe they're just shy. Ghosts only appear at night. It's just the sound guy. If it's just a person, that's even scarier. Why the hell are they there? Opinions varied on what the figure might be, but in the end, most agreed it was likely just a person. But that still left the question of why? Why was a person standing in such a strange spot and hiding behind someone else during an official government PR video? Was it really just the sound guy? Of course, that's a possibility, but in all the other group shots in the video, many of which are larger than the Tojimbo group, we don't see anyone standing behind the crowd with a microphone or anything of the sort, so it would be odd for it to only happen in this one spot. It's not like the sound used in the video was actually recorded on location either, with the entire video using a large group of people singing that doesn't change regardless of who or what is on the screen. A later, much wider shot of the group on the cliffs shows a lot more people, and we can see the man in red standing at the very left of the group. Not a whole lot can be told from this shot alone, as the group have moved around somewhat and there are far more people than appeared in the original shot to begin with. It's likely that the person who was standing behind the man in red is also in there, but it's hard to tell who. If we look at the original shot, the person standing behind him also appears to be wearing red, but there are also 2 other people in that same shot also wearing red. That would make at least 4 people wearing red, and in the wide shot we can see at least 5 red shirts. maybe even more. The person, however, seems to be the only person wearing short sleeves, at least in the initial shot, and we can see someone in the drone footage with short sleeves, sitting and waving from the cliff. So, is this the same person? With the addition of so many people to that shot, it's hard to tell. It might be, but it also might not be. It's possible that if it was a staff member, they were simply standing there for safety. The group are standing on cliffs, after all, and it would be terrible PR if someone tripped and fell during filming. But again, as the wide shot shows, nobody is terribly close to the edge, and it's not a sharp drop-off either. It seems odd to have someone standing so close to that man in particular while the shot is being filmed, but not near anyone else. The man on the lower ledge would certainly be in more danger of falling than the man in red. So then, who is it, and why? To this day it remains a mystery, although the video is brought up seemingly every few months as someone once again points out that, hey, there appears to be someone or something standing behind this man in red. What's really going on? This has led to some amusing pictures of people trying to imagine how the person is actually standing behind the man in red, considering the angle of the shot, which just makes the whole situation either funnier or even more terrifying, depending on your point of view. Some have also theorized that maybe it was the man in red's son who was forced to go along but didn't actually want to be on film. Thus he hid at the last second, but again, this is also unconfirmed as well. Either way, it's incredibly unlikely to be a ghost, despite the cliff's reputation as a ghost spot. But even assuming that it's 100% a flesh and blood person, who they might be and why they're standing in such a spot during an official PR video still remains a strange and unanswered question. Comments on the video are turned off, so nobody has ever been able to ask on the video directly, and the city has never commented on the issue either. As it stands, it remains a mystery. Was it simply a staff member who got captured by mistake? Maybe. Was it someone who was supposed to sing along with the rest of the group but then got stage fright and hid right as filming started? Also a possibility. It's hard to believe that someone just stumbled upon the filming location and snuck into the shot, considering again the location on a cliffside and how long it takes to set everything up for filming. But there are still few plausible explanations for what's going on here and why it made it all the way to the final published product. But what do you guys think about this one? Was it truly a ghost at one of Japan's most infamous ghost spots? Or nothing more than a person captured in the wrong place at the wrong time? And if so, who do you think they might have been and why were they there in the first place? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below and I'll see you again next time.